and a special welcome to our viewers on onespotmedia.com. A reminder as well that you can download our One Spot Media app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. That's the number 1, followed by the words Spot Media. This evening, dramatic scenes on the Tower Isle Main Road in St. Mary following a 2-vehicle crash which sent at least 7 persons to hospital on Friday. And as TVJ's Krista Campbell reports, the incident has left persons fuming as the level of response from the police and firefighters.
The unmistakable images of a motor vehicle collision along the Tower Isle Main Road in St. Mary on Friday. A car and a minibus were involved in the crash, which is said to have happened about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Firemen cordoned off the area and tried to keep persons at bay. The injured lay on the ground, some in shock, others in pain. TVJ News understands that only the female driver was inside the Toyota Corolla. Eyewitnesses say she was turning from a minor road onto the Tower Isle Main Road when the crash happened.
The car come around the bus and the bus was coming this side and the bus eventually licked the car and then everything just turned over. The lady put in her car and brake, she can't do anything, and every taxi passed and then help everybody have video and them a look. It can't work.
One of the injured passengers in the bus, who gives his name as Harris, gave this account.
You know, so I drive out Powder. It's like we are coming from Port Marion, so that's what I mean.
The bus is coming from Port Marion?
Yeah, and the lady just swing out from me. The driver tried to avoid him and just lick him, overturn and reach him. So yeah, I'm so fast, that's the last thing look for me and say maybe I hit this to me. Because the overturn, everything so go up and down, you see what I mean?
Firefighters from the Ultra-Rail station in St. Anne say when they arrived, they saw the driver of the car pinned inside.
However, we moved in motion and we extricated her, and with the assistance of the police, she was transported to the Science Bay Hospital. Now, sprawled to the side of the road, we had about 6 casualties that were involved in the accident. With the assistance of private citizens, they were transported also to the Science Bay Hospital.
But in the midst of their rescue, onlookers argued that the first responders were late in coming.
How far is there 2 from here?
Right now, let's go about 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes from your source. And me call the police them, and me call them because nobody about the pop and nobody. And me have to call them, me have to help the people them.
This is total sadness. You have an ambulance down there, just here to this, and the people that cannot move. Why? This is total sadness. The officer that need to do better. 2 children also injured. That carry them, go them bus. And we have to have the ambulance to them.
The female driver of the Toyota Corolla is the only person admitted with serious injuries. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
A police operation in Riverton City, St. Andrew, yesterday led to the seizure of 2 motorbikes. The police say as they move to tackle rising crime, they will be increasing operations which target motorcyclists which have been fingered in illegal activities.
So with the motorcyclists who are going about giving us drive-by shootings and also robberies, so therefore the mission is to, wherever we see these motorcycles that are unlicensed and are being operated contrary to the terms of the Road Traffic Act, we'll be taking them up. We'll be seizing them once it is that the offense allows for it to be seized. Outside of that, we prosecute the owners and the operators.
DSP Aaron Fletcher explained that the bikes were seized because they had the same license plate.
In one instance, at least one instance, there will be a case of fraudulent use of license plates. Also, I would have made checks and found that the bikes are unlicensed and there's no insurance coverage. Hence the reason why they are seized. And the young man who came forward said that he's the owner of one of them. He will be prosecuted.
12 food establishments in Brownstown, St. Anne were ordered closed by the St. Anne Health Department yesterday because of food safety concerns. And as TVJ Jamela Mitchell reports, there are conflicting views as to whether the operators were given adequate notice before the closure.
I just get chicken and stuff and season up and eat it in the fridge and just lock it up and my sources. Don't know what to do.
And she's only one of 12 vendors now in that position. The cook shops were closed on Thursday due to several breaches of public health regulations. These include operating without a license and health certificate. A letter from the St. Anne Health Department said the vendors had been given until February 15 to have their food establishments operating up to standard. affected. However, the vendors are adamant that not enough notice was given.
Them lock we down from Thursday, so they could have given Friday and Saturday, and Monday week now they do what they have to do. Some of my customers them come this morning and need breakfast. Them gone different place on the street for them. No shopping here, don't open.
I leave home without even drinking a cup of tea, believing that I would get something at the cook shop as usual. And when I come here, I'm disappointed to know that they really locked down the cook shop, that I cannot get something. And I'm a diabetic person.
The vendors are now blaming the St. Anne Municipal Corporation for the closure.
They say the kitchen don't fix properly, and they have to mesh it and put a next sink in there. They say it's parish council. So we say it's not we, a parish council put we in here. So it's not we, a parish council fault. And them collecting market fee from we every week, $2,420.
They have been notified. They are the one who have lapse in their requirement. They should have gotten their food angler's permit and the necessary license. The council is doing what is necessary on their part, and that is to retrofit the screens to ensure that the hand washing station is in place. And so we have also said to them that you, the vendors, need to do your part in order to comply with the St. Anne Health Department.
The vendors were also reminded that if they do not comply, they could be fined up to $1 million Jamaican dollars. Shamela Mitchell, TVJ News.
Residents of the informal settlement of Newlands in Lioneltown, Clarendon, protested in the community this morning, calling for the Jamaica Public Service Company and their political representatives to make them legal customers. The residents who've been stealing light claim they were promised years ago that they would have received electricity through the Rural Electrification Program. TVJ's Krista Campbell has more.
It's a dangerous life residents of Newlands in Lioneltown, Clarendon say they've been living. Dawn Allen says she's been doing it for the past 20 years.
Husband have to run through this with the wire and the police run round this up on me, which we shoot him. And me have to dodge back and little sitting round this up. Police don't see me. And me I tell you, say, yesterday when they come over school, me hear JPS and me have to jump down in a drain out there and draw a wire. And me a dry wire and me drop and me a diabetic somebody. And me the water over here. The wall line.
But residents say illegal electricity connections are not the only dangers they face.
Bull gear them round there, so gunman coming and pan them 3 times, take away pin them phone and beat them up, take the whole them money. We live inside a camp piece and we can't get no light.
Me don't want to see no more girl pin the miss around here. When time night come, we not see people them pen man a look them a pass in a hoodie up. Kerchief tie round yeah, mask up your car. Carrying a blue color, you carrying a all sort of colors that come through and you can't know who them be.
They say their children's education is also being affected.
For them figure school, me have to try make a ears, me have to cut off the iron angle and put it on cold stove a morning time. Burn up all the uniform sometime because why you can't gauge this.
Last week, whole week, enough children go to school because the light cut off.
But the people contend their political representatives have only made unfulfilled promises to address the situation. Maypen Mayor and Councillor for the Rocky Point Division, in which the community falls, Winston Mirage, responded.
About 3 years ago, I'd gotten some funding from the European Union through the Sugar Transmission Unit to extend electric lines into that community so that they could connect straight to JPS. However, we had a challenge getting the permission from the owners of the property, which is the Sugar Company of Jamaica Holdings, so that we could plant the poles.
He says attempts will be made again in the new financial year to get the owners of the lands to sign the documents for the Jamaica Public Service to bring power to the area. But in the interim, the residents are asking the JPS to intervene.
I will cut me food money to pay a light bill. I will cut me money to pay a light bill. Me want light in the district.
We don't all love to ask JPS if they rather lose more than gain, if they want to continue to for light, are they willing to make we pay the bill? Because we not have TV until we get it,
Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
St. Mary police are investigating a double murder in Fort George, Oneota Bay this morning. Those killed are 35-year-old cashier Diana Booth and 47-year-old taxi driver Robert Brown. It's reported that minutes after 11, residents heard explosions and called the police. When the police arrived, they found Ms. Booth's body at the side of the Toyota Corolla motor car. Mr. Brown's body was found around the steering wheel with a gunshot wound to the back of the head. Further checks revealed that he was transporting Ms. Booth and a male passenger. It's believed the other passenger shot the driver, and Ms. Booth was shot after trying to escape. And a contractor was fatally shot in Cornpiece Hayes in Clarendon about 9:45 last night. He's been identified as 40-year-old Herbiman Daly, also known as Matthew, from the community. Mr. Daly was outside a shop when gunmen opened fire. He was shot in the chest and arm. The gunman escaped. The police prevented another domestic dispute from possibly turning deadly in Clarkstown, Trelawney yesterday. The incident has left a man in hospital under police guard. A policeman was also treated and released from hospital for head injuries. Superintendent in charge of the division, Clive Blair, says the police team responded to a report of a domestic dispute in the community of Hyde. He says when they got there, the police found a man holding his child hostage.
The police intervened and he took up some stones and hit one of the police who was unconscious. The other police came to his assistance, and I only need to understand that shots were fired. The person was shot and injured. He was taken to the Falmouth Public Hospital, who is presently undergoing treatment. The investigation has commenced in this matter, and INDICOM is also a part of it.
One of Jamaica's leading research scientists is this evening expressing frustration with the Cannabis Licensing Authority, CLA. Founder of Medicanja, Dr. Henry Lowe, says there's been a challenge getting approvals from the CLA regarding potential groundbreaking products despite the Ministry of Health's approval. TVJ Shamela Mitchell reports.
Jamaica is one of 4 countries in the world to have products made from the ganja plant for medicinal use. Dr. Henry Lowe has been a pioneer in the research of medicinal properties of ganja from as far back as 2013. However, despite these advances, Dr. Lowe explained that there has been a major setback in marketing these products. While getting the green light from the Ministry of Health, the Cannabis Licensing Authority, CLA, is still on the red.
I've got approval for 4 products right now, but I can't do anything with them without the Cannabis Licensing Authority. It's one of these strange, peculiar things, because what the Cannabis Licensing Authority is saying is that you cannot do anything without us. Even when the legal authority for health, which is the Ministry of Health, has given approval. So we got to get our act together.
Dr. Lowe says this has been going on for months. When asked the reason, he says he has not been given one, and so he's concerned. He argues that this does not happen in other countries.
In every country, once your Ministry of Health take that determination, because it's a rigorous process to get it accepted as a pharmaceutical for sale as a medicine. And when you get there, you still can't do anything because there's another agency has nothing to do with health telling you can't do anything until they approve it. It does make sense.
Dr. Lowe says they have made the first discovery to develop a treatment for glaucoma from ganja. Since then, there are 19 other products for critical treatment which needs to go on the market.
We developed this product called Canasol, which is for glaucoma. It's an eye drop. So we have established ourselves in the world as starters. We have several other products that are being developed, and among them are the products which are extracts from